Susan from Susan's Art and Junk Journaling. I'm making hidden paper clips. I went through my scrap box and I found 11 1/4 inches. Could be a little bit smaller, but 11 1/4 inches, or this is just scrapbook paper and it's 12 inches long. 2 inches wide makes this one. I went wider on this one. It was left over from when I was making these, which is the seed pocket envelopes and the matching journal cards. These papers are left over from that. They're wider than 2 inches. This one is a little over 2 3/4. This one's about 3 inches. This one's 3 3/4 inches. They can be as wide as you want, but I'd say a minimum of 2 inches wide, maybe just under 2 inches wide. The paper clips I'm using are the large ones. They're about, the length of my pinky. 2 inches, 5 centimeter paper clips. The paper I've got, here's the top of the inside, bottom of the inside. Instead of measuring, but you can, I did measurements here, 11 1/4 inches long by 2 inches wide, made this one. Paper clips 2 inches. Finished size is about 3 3/8 inches. Tab overhang is about 3/4 inches. The paper clip ends about here. This is the tab that would hang out up from your page, so that's about 3/4 of an inch. That's how I size this one. When I started, right here I've got clip, long leg. So here's the top, and here's your legs. There's a short leg, there's a longer leg. When I sized the inside, I wanted the long leg with about this much of an overhang. And that's, let's see, 4 5/8. You can make it smaller, or you can make it a 1/2 inch. We can make it, now this is a full 12 inches. That's my overhang. Then I fold it back. That's about the only measurement I do. The long leg on this side, short leg on this side. This will be the back, right here. When I fold my paper, I want to leave a little bit of an overhang. It's not crucial, the size. Fold there, and then I take the top and bring it down. That's going to make a pretty big tab right there. I think I'm going to pull it down a little bit and trim this off. If you hear water running in the background, my water softener is cycling. I like to go through and use my corner punch on everything before I even think about gluing it together. When you glue it together and you try to do your corner punching, it just tears the paper. Here's the top. Here's the bottom. I like to have this rounded as well. Before I glue it, I decide where I want to put one of these. Oh, it sounds like I've got another wasp in here. Oh, I hate those things. They scare me. These I put in the center. This one I put at the top. This one I put at the bottom. That one I put at the top. Well, I guess it all depends on which page you put it on. If you put it on this page, it's on the bottom. Really doesn't matter. Here, either on the bottom or on the top. Or centered in the middle. This one's fairly narrow. I'm going to aim more for the center. I'm using my 3/16 inch. There's either an 1/8 or a 3/16 inch. Just push that over to the 3/16. And when I squeeze, that's the size hole I'm going to get. I've got my dot. Let's see if I can do this so you can see. That's where my little eyelet's going to go. Looks like I'm a little off center. If you want to do distress oxide on the sides, now is a good time to do it before you start gluing things together. My distress oxide's pretty dry. If I add water to it, then it really smears. There's a lot of stripes on this one. Here's the bottom. I'm going to make this quite a bit darker right there. That can be seen a little bit better now. Looks like my little corner punch missed a spot. Just going to round that a little bit more. That's the basic shape. This is the outside. The white is all the inside. Again, I've got my 2 legs of the paper clip. I'm going to put the long leg here. Glue everywhere there's white. White PVA glue is what I use. I go through the center of the paper clip. And everywhere there's white. There we go. I like to press down. Yes, you can see the outline of the paper clip, but I plan on taking some papers, other papers like this. You can see the outline of the paper clip. I'm going to decorate this. I'm not too fussed about that. Now that this is glued together, it looks like my cutting was off a little bit. I'll trim the white that I see. It can either be trimmed or it can be distress oxided. I'll go through, glue these together. These weren't glued together yet. I didn't like this side, and I liked how those kind of look like darts to me, but they're not darts. It's making tie-dyed patterns. I will glue these together. I will glue all of the ones together. Then I'll start decorating. On these 5 that will go on a right-hand page, like this, oh, looks like that glued together. Let me pry that. There we go. Like that. These 5 I used Fun Fur. I got it from, I don't know if it was Broman thrift shop or one of our 2 hospitals in town. I might have gotten this in the craft room. It's the eyelash yarn. On these 5, I used the eyelash yarn on all of them. Book page in the background. One day when I was sitting in front of, my TV, went through magazine and cut out a bunch of images. And that's what I've got compiled in this box. And that's this 5. I've started on the other 5 that will go on a left-hand page. I wanted the words to be upright correctly this way. Oh, you know what? This goes on a left-hand page. I didn't want to decorate this because I thought that was pretty enough. This one I chose to do on the back. The rest of these I've left empty on the back. I got this little bag of lace at a church sale for 59 cents. I took scraps of lace and my gold lace and some of the lace that was in this bag, glued that on the fronts of these. I also took about a 1-inch wide by 6-inch length of this gold lace that I like and put that on all of these. The next thing I want to do, and I know you guys all have one of these, my buttons. I'm going to go through and choose buttons and use my hot glue gun to affix them, and I'll show you the results of all of them once I'm done. I was having so much fun with the buttons, I put buttons on all of them. Glue all over me. My fingers are all dirty from the book print. I love the size of this one. This is a nice big one. That's the ones that go on this side of a page. These go on the right side of the page. Although I did decorate the back of this one I chose to decorate the front of this one with a little bit of the gold lace and a blue button. This looked a little beachy to me. It went well with that picture, I think. And I put that one on that side. I hope you enjoyed all of those. If you haven't had a chance to, I would appreciate it if you could subscribe to me. That really helps my channel for it to grow. And when you go to view all of the videos, or when you're viewing on YouTube, please choose subscriptions. That way you can click on Susan's Art and Junk Journaling and you can see all of the videos that I've posted. Thank you for watching.